and the world is falling into social and economic crisis.
Besides that, Matthias W. Baldwin left a long-lasting legacy on the world for future generations. Many train enthusiasts know Baldwin well, but for those who don't know, Baldwin was born in 1795, the fifth of 5 kids. When Baldwin was young, his father passed away, and he left home to become a jeweler's apprentice. After a few years of being an apprentice and making parts, he decided to construct a stationary engine. The Pennsylvania Museum requested of Baldwin for him to make a moving model locomotive that they could have on display. So he did. Turns out, it was actually quite a hit. Shortly thereafter, railways started requesting from Baldwin locomotives that they could use on the rail lines in 1831. That is when the Baldwin Locomotive Company was founded. This company designed and manufactured many famous locomotives. His first being old iron sides, where it was designed using wooden sides, and it was a hit back in the day. The T1, T2, S1, cab forward, GG1, and many more were some of the inventions under the company. The last locomotive built by Baldwin's company in his lifetime is the consolidation. Each of these locomotives have significance in Baldwin's legacy. What is Baldwin's legacy? Baldwin's legacy is the infrastructural improvements to the world only possible due to Baldwin's genius. Before I continue, let me give you a word from my sponsor. Baldwin Hair Grease, perfect to grease up all those joints and moving parts. It is off the rails! I hear that is good for your bones, hair, and teeth. Baldwin Hair Grease. Baldwin Hair Grease. I hear can be used anywhere in your hair, your teeth, you name it. Get Baldwin Hair Grease today. Well, this just in. Baldwin Hair Grease is actually not for people. Wait, it's actually Baldwin Locomotive Grease. Cut the feet. Many people today use railroads to travel for work, vacation, or school. Many of the railroads today would not be in the condition that they are if it wasn't for Baldwin. The Baldwin Locomotive Company was produced upwards of 70,000 locomotives in the duration of its existence, and was one of the largest producers of locomotives in the late 1800s to the 20th century. Some of these being the T1, T2, S1, cab forward, GG1, PCC number 6, Og locomotives, and even Hudsons. Each of these have their own significance. The T1 and S1 are the first produced articulate duplexes.
The significance of these duplexes is that the introduction of these duplexes allowed another company, Alco, to design and produce the Union Pacific Big Boy. The Big Boy is the world's biggest steam locomotive and one of the most famous steam locomotives worldwide. If it wasn't for the duplexes of Baldwin, who's to say Alco was going to design the Big Boy?
The cab forward was also an articulate duplex, where it was designed with a cab in the front so that conductors could drive the locomotive through tunnels without getting blinded by smoke. The T2 is a steam turbine locomotive that practically made way for GTELs, which are gas turbine locomotives, and they took over the passenger world of railroading. The GG1 also practically made way for future electric locomotives in how it functioned, and also is one of the most famous electric locomotives from that time. Hudson's which are another production of Baldwin, made way for further luxury rail lines, such as the 20th Century Limited, which used Hudson's as the pulling locomotive. Baldwin also designed cog locomotives to be used on the Pikes Peak Hog Railway. These locomotives had an angled chassis and cogs underneath the frame such that they would be able to go up Pikes Peak Mountain. Baldwin also designed many revolutionary ideas, such as the PCC number 6, which is a air pressure powered locomotive instead of having fire and a firebox in order to power it. This was important because the use of these locomotives was in coal mines, which, if there was fire in those mines, they could, go up in flames, explode. We don't want that happening, Baldwin's legacy affects both train fans and average people alike. For train fans, there wouldn't be any of his designs or his company's designs around if it wasn't for Baldwin in the first place. For anyone who travels by train for any reason, the railways would not be in place or in the condition that they are if it wasn't for the locomotives that were implemented into those railways from Baldwin. In terms of engineering, the modern idea of a steam locomotive wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Baldwin's designs. On top of that, Baldwin designed the further technological innovations that would be used by many railroads and locomotive designers. All train manufacturers, such as Lionel, Williams, MTH, and many others, designed a lot of their toy trains based off Baldwin's designs. Hudson's, GG1s, cab forwards, and the list goes on. Everyone has been indirectly affected by Baldwin's legacy in one way or another. Everyone should emulate Baldwin's legacy, whether it is to become an engineer or help to improve society in some way. Improving infrastructure, implementing law, feeding the poor, you name it. Everyone can do their part. Improving the quality of life for others leads to the betterment of others and yourself. This can be done when you help everyone or even just your neighbor. This is because when the environment and society around you is improved, your quality of life is therein improved. Even if it is small, a little change or support can go a long way. So emulate Baldwin's legacy, whether it is designing new inventions, helping society, or those around you. Thank you for watching. Thank you to everyone who helped out in the making of this video.
And also, do not buy Baldwin hair grease.
All credits are in the description of this video, and thanks for watching.
Made in Ohio.
The Baldwin Locomotive Company produced upwards of 70,000 locomotives in the duration of its existence, and was one of the largest producers. Okay. Wonder of you.
All right.
You got this?
Okay. Ready?
Wait. Oh. Tell me when.
Okay. What you gonna do when they come for you, bad boys, bad boys? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? What are you doing?